Hey guys, this is Amit and you're watching Tech Dad. In this video, we are going to compare between OnePlus 9RT 5G versus Realme GT 2 Pro. And we will discuss which one is better in camera, performance, display, body of the devices, features, communication chips and about the prices. At the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you which one is better according to me. So watch this video till the end. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. Let the comparison start with the camera of the devices. Talking about the rear camera of the devices, 9RT have triple camera setup, 50 megapixel of wide camera, 16 megapixel of ultra wide camera and 2 megapixel of macro camera, whereas GT2 Pro comes with triple camera setup as well, 50 megapixel of wide camera, 50 megapixel of ultra wide camera and 3 megapixel microscopic camera. So the winner here is GT2 Pro because it has 50 megapixel of ultra wide camera which can capture great ultra wide shots. Let's talk about the selfie camera of the devices. 9RT have 16 megapixel of wide camera, whereas GT2 Pro have 32 megapixel of wide camera. So the winner here is GT2 Pro because it can take high resolution of selfies. Let's talk about the camera features of the devices. 9RT have dual LED flash HDR and panorama, whereas GT2 Pro have dual tone dual LED flash HDR and panorama. So the winner here is GT2 Pro. And about the video recording options in the devices, 9RT can shoot 4K video max at 60 fps, Full HD video max at 240 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization, whereas GT2 Pro can shoot 8K video max at 24 fps, 4K video max at 60 fps, Full HD video max at 240 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization. So the winner here is GT2 Pro because it can record 8K video max at 30 fps. Moving to the performance of the devices, let's start with the operating system of the devices. 9RT have Android 11 support, on the other side GT2 Pro have Android 12 support. So the winner here is GT2 Pro because it have newer generation of operating system. And about the user interface of the devices, 9RT have FrontTouch UI, 9RT have ColorOS, whereas GT2 Pro have Realme UI. So it's a tie because both of the devices have different user interface. So finally it's up to you, which UI you like it or not, it's up to you. Let's talk about the processor of the devices. 9RT have Snapdragon 888 5G based on 6nm processor, whereas GT2 Pro have Snapdragon 8 Generation 1 based on 4nm processor. So the winner here is GT2 Pro because it have newer generation of processor which can give you faster processing speed. And about the GPU of the devices, 9RT is packed with Adreno 660, whereas GT2 Pro is packed with Adreno 730. So the winner here is GT2 Pro because it have newer generation of GPU which can give you best gaming experience. Let's talk about the clock speed of the devices. 9RT can clock at 2.84 GHz based on octa-core Creo chipset, whereas GT2 Pro can clock at 3.0 GHz based on octa-core Creo chipset. So the winner here is GT2 Pro because it have faster clock speed. And about the RAM variants in the devices, 9RT have 8 and 12 GB, whereas GT2 Pro have 8 and 12 GB of RAM options. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same capacity of RAM options. Let's talk about the internal storage of the devices. 9RT comes with 128 and 256 GB of storage, whereas GT2 Pro have 128, 256 and 512 GB of storage. So the winner here is GT2 Pro because it have multi-storage option. And about the external storage of the devices, 9RT did not have any external card slot, whereas GT2 Pro also did not have, so it's a tie. Moving to the display features of the devices, let's start with the display size of the devices. 9RT have 6.62 inches of display, whereas GT2 Pro have 6.7 inches of display. So it's a tie because both of the devices have approximately the same screen size. And about the screen to body ratio of the devices, 9RT have approximately 7.9%, whereas GT2 Pro have 74.8%. So clearly the winner here is 9RT because it have bigger ratio. Let's talk about the screen resolution of the devices. 9RT comes with Full HD Plus display. On the other hand, GT2 Pro have 2K display. So the winner here is GT2 Pro because it can produce sharper and crisp images. And about the display type of the devices, 9RT have AMOLED display having 120Hz of refresh rate with HDR10+ support, whereas GT2 Pro have LTPO AMOLED display having 120Hz of refresh rate with HDR10+ support. So it's a tie because both of the devices have approximately the same display property. Moving to the body features of the devices, let's start with the thickness of the devices. 9RT have 8.3 mm of thickness, whereas GT2 Pro have 8.2 mm of thickness. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same thickness. Talking about the weight of the devices, 9RT comes with 199 grams of weight, whereas GT2 Pro have 189 grams of weight. So the winner here is GT2 Pro because it have lighter body weight. And about the protective glass of the devices, 9RT have Gorilla Glass 5, whereas GT2 Pro have Gorilla Glass Victus. So the winner here is GT2 Pro because it have newer generation of glass which is more durable. Let's talk about the build quality of the devices. 9RT have glass back, whereas GT2 Pro have plastic back. So it's a tie because both of the devices have solid build quality. And about the SIM options in the devices, both of the devices have dual nano SIM support, so it's a tie. Moving to some of the most important features of the devices, let's start with the fingerprint scanner of the devices. 9RT have a display fingerprint scanner, on the other side GT2 Pro have a display fingerprint scanner, so it's a tie. And about the sensors in the devices, 9RT have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass, whereas GT2 Pro have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass, so it's a tie. Let's talk about the battery capacity of the devices. 9RT have 4500 mAh of battery capacity, whereas GT2 Pro have 5000 mAh of battery capacity. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same battery capacity. Let's talk about the charging speed of the devices. 9RT have 565 watts of fast charging, whereas GT2 Pro have 65 watts of fast charging. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same charging speed. Let's talk about the loudspeaker of the devices. 9RT comes with stereo speakers, whereas GT2 Pro have stereo speakers. So it's a tie because both of the devices can produce immersive sound. And about the headphone jack of the devices, 9RT did not have any 3.5mm of headphone jack, whereas GT2 Pro also did not have, so it's a tie. Moving to the communication chips in the devices, starting with the WLAN of the devices. Both of the devices have 6th generation of Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi AC, dual band Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi direct and hotspot, so it's a tie here. And about the Bluetooth version of the devices, 9RT have 5.2 generation of Bluetooth, whereas GT2 Pro also have 5.2 generation of Bluetooth, so it's a tie because both of the devices have same generation of Bluetooth. Let's talk about the positioning chips in the devices. 9RT have dual band AGPS, GLONASS, Galileo and BDS, whereas GT2 Pro have dual band AGPS, GLONASS, Galileo, BDS and NAVIC. So without a doubt, the winner here is GT2 Pro because it have many chips. And about the USB connectivity of the devices, 9RT have 2nd gen of Type-C connector with OTG support, whereas GT2 Pro have 2nd gen of Type-C connector with OTG support, so it's a tie. Moving to the price of the devices in the international market, 9RT is around $550, whereas GT2 Pro is around $900. In the Indian market, 9RT have starting range from 43,000 rupees, whereas GT2 Pro is available from 44,000 rupees. So the conclusion of the video is, in the camera, the winner here is GT2 Pro. In the performance, the winner here is GT2 Pro. In the display, the winner here is GT2 Pro. In the body segment, the winner here is GT2 Pro. In the features of the device, it's a tie. In the communication chips, it's a tie. And about the prices, the winner here is GT2 Pro. So the decision is totally yours. Which device you like the most so far, and let me know in the comment below. What do you think, which device is better for you? So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like our content, please like our video, share this video and subscribe to our channel. Comment what's your thought in the comment below. If you're watching this video on Facebook, please like our page TechDad. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, here's my Instagram ID on the screen. This is Amit and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.